Tonight in our ongoing series covering the ballot measures you'll be voting on in the November election, a proposal that would change the way local law enforcement works with federal immigration officers.
Yeah, that's right. Fox 12's Simon Gutierrez takes a closer look at the potential impacts of Measure 105.
Against the backdrop of a national debate about immigration, Oregon voters will be deciding if it's time for a change at the local level.
Measure 105 is really about who we are as a state and what our values are.
Measure 105 would roll back the state's sanctuary law, which limits the use of state and local law enforcement resources to enforce federal immigration laws.
People want to feel protected in their own state.
Cynthia Kendall is president of Oregonians for Immigration Reform, the organization that pushed to get Measure 105 on the ballot.
If you have come to the United States legally, if you've come, as they say, through the front door, there is absolutely no concern to you.
But Andrea Williams, executive director of CAUSA, an immigrants' rights organization, says it's more complicated than that.
Prior to this law, legislators were hearing countless stories from Oregonians who were being targeted based solely on how they looked.
Ramon Ramirez advocates on behalf of farm workers in Woodburn. He remembers the years before Oregon's sanctuary law was passed in 1987.
And I witnessed in my own block, about maybe 2 blocks from here, Woodburn Police Department enforcing immigration laws.
Memories of roadblocks manned by local police officers on Highway 99 and Highway 214.
If you were white, you were let go. You were past the roadblock. If you were Latino, you got pulled over to the side where there was 3 immigration buses with all these immigration agents. That's racial profiling.
But repealing the state's 31-year-old sanctuary law has the support of 16 of the state's elected sheriffs, who recently signed a letter written by Clatsop County Sheriff Tom Bergen in support of Measure 105.
To suggest that repealing a 31-year-old statute will suddenly send our law enforcement officers into a tailspin of racial profiling, I would find very insulting if I was a law enforcement officer.
But other sheriffs and district attorneys, including Multnomah County Sheriff Mike Reese, have publicly opposed Measure 105, arguing that repealing the sanctuary law would make people feel less safe talking to police.
The law already allows for local police and federal immigration to work together when someone has committed a crime. What the law ensures is that people's civil rights are protected.
Simon Gutierrez, Fox 12 Oregon.